Okay, so uh, your hazard. Okay, then now your task is try to reduce this hazard. Okay, so how to reduce the possibility of hazard? Okay, you already identified how you try to reduce this hazard, or how you try to reduce the impact of this hazard. Okay, generally there are three types of action that you can take to reduce the possibility of hazard from occur. Okay, the number one is remove. Okay, there are remove, reduce, and also prepare. Okay, remove is the best solution to reduce the hazard. Okay, you have a hazard, you remove it, so you don't have to deal with the impact of the hazard. Okay, because you already remove, or you already eliminate this hazard. Okay, so remove or eliminate the hazard. That's the number one choice. Okay, that's the best action that you can take to reduce the hazard. Okay, you can remove the hazard. Okay, for example, as you can see, the car. Okay, maybe you are not a competent driver, so the possibility of hazard from the car is from a car accident is higher. So you can reduce, or you can eliminate the possibility of hazard or the possibility of car accident by using a public transport. So you already eliminate totally out the car accident as a impact, okay, as a consequence from the incompetency in driving. Okay, the second one, if you cannot remove or you cannot eliminate the hazard, you can reduce it. Okay, for example, reduce the frequency. Okay, maybe you are not competent driver, so you can reduce the possibility of car accident by reducing the time span you take to drive the car. Okay, for example, if you are not competent driver, so you are not expected to drive from Penang to Johor Bahru. Okay, so how to reduce the possibility of car accident is try to limit your driving. Okay, try to limit your driving time. So maybe you still can drive around the campus, maybe around until Parit Bunta, or Nibon Tebal, maybe until Jawi. Okay, then around that coverage, okay, around that area. So we try to reduce the time you take on a car. Okay, so that's how we can also reduce the hazard. Okay, so if you cannot remove it, you try to reduce it. Okay, and the third part is prepare. Okay, the third one is a prepare. Okay, what is prepare? Prepare for the hazard consequences, prepare for the impact. Okay, brace for the impact. Okay, all right, so you try to prepare for the hazard. Okay, prepare for the impact from the hazard. Okay, so for example, from a car accident. Okay, so if you still want to drive until Johor Bahru, okay, maybe you can prepare some precautionary. Okay, you can prepare your car. Okay, maybe you can prepare your car so that you have all the safer system that the car can have. Okay, or maybe you can prepare you as a preparation. Maybe you can find a friend to travel. Okay, so that he can advise you during your journey. Okay, so that's also one of from one of these three steps to remove or to reduce the possibility of hazard. Okay, so remember, you have three different action that you can take to reduce the possibility of hazard: remove, reduce, and prepare. Okay, try to remove it first. If cannot, you reduce it. If not, try to prepare or try to prepare for the impact. Okay, so our hazard identification is only at the start of this hierarchy procedures. Okay, so that is a very important step. Okay, because hazard identification is the starter for hierarchy procedure. What is hierarchy procedures? Hierarchy procedures is the standard, or what we call as SOP, for any plant, okay, to make their risk analysis. Okay, their risk analysis and assessment is based on these hierarchy procedures. Okay, so hazard identification, HI, this is where, okay, we try to learn what is hazard, how to take action, what is the impact, and so on. Okay, then after hazard identification, we also have our risk assessment. Okay, some of this risk assessment part you will learn later on. Okay, about accident probability. Okay, and some of it you can learn if you are taking advanced process safety, okay, in your fourth year. Okay, then from hazard identification you for your risk assessment, and finally you have your risk control, RC here. Okay, risk control. So hazard identification, HI, hazard identification, risk assessment, and then risk control. Okay, if you can control all of these, you have your complete procedures or complete SOP in risk mitigation and control. Okay, you have your complete procedures to prevent something from happen. Okay, to prevent any accident. Okay, this another procedure from your book. Okay, hazard identification, you have risk assessment and also risk control here. Okay, so this is the standard operation that you need to understand. Okay, I think okay, this is from book in guidelines for hazard evaluation procedures. Okay, so right now we are still in this section. Okay, hazard identification. Before we can going, we are going to scenario identification. Okay, so for now just highlight this hazard identification techniques. Okay, along this lecture I will show you what are the techniques that I already introduced the name of this technique previously. So hazard identification, okay, hazard technique. Okay, this is simple, the simplest word for hazard identification, hazard. So hazard technique is either observing unsafe condition, or you conducting a walkthrough surveys, checklist, inspection. It also can consist of a safety analysis, safety reviews, and also the examining of documents and data such as MSDS and so on. Okay, so we will look further what is the techniques inside this hazard